Okay guys, here we go. So yesterday we focused on front split. Today we're going to focus a bit more on side split. Grab a chair, have it handy. You're not going to use it the whole time, so I'm just going to pop this out of the way for the moment. And we're just going to warm these hips up a wee bit. So a bit of space in the floor. And we're going to do some of those clams that we've done earlier on. Fantastic for opening the hips up, activating the glutes, strengthening everything. So it's laying on your side. You want to get your heels roughly in line with your hip and shoulder. I like to have my hand on my pelvis, and we're just going to lift that top leg. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lift the ankles, lift the feet, same again. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. This time just take the angle. Straighten the bottom leg, top leg over the top. Make sure the knee is on the floor. You can have your hand on the floor for this one if you like. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go to your elbow. I'll just do this one side on again for you. So you're on your elbow, you're going to lift. This time it doesn't rotate, it just lifts straight up. So just going to lift up. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Same deal, other side. Straight line to your ankles, hand on your pelvis. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lift the feet. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Straighten the bottom leg. So it's just basically this goes past your midline. Same again. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I don't know about you guys, but that's burning. So we're sideline on again. Lift the top leg straight up. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Brilliant. Just come in, hit a little stretch position. Let's take a wee bit of the edge off those hammies for a second. So just a really brief, quick little stretch. And then into the butterfly position. I always like my hands behind me. I just find as though, even though I can sit up, it just really encourages me to get nice and tall and straight. Taking one leg over. Change sides. We're only home for about 10 seconds. It's just enough to take the edge off. Turn that one over, wrap around, try and get a nice stretch into that if you can. Change sides. Ideally keeping that bum cheek down, that hip down rather than rocking over. There, sitting up nice and tall. And then quick straddle. Doesn't need to be particularly wide, we're just looking to kind of get into it. Here we go. And it's back. just into that position there. So we just want to take it to about 4 out of 10, wherever that is for you. Relax into it a wee bit. So hopefully, because we've done those clams at the beginning, and then just a really quick 10-second or so static stretch, it's just enough to loosen everything off really quickly for us. Brilliant. So we're going to use that chair, very similar to what we've done yesterday. Let me just tilt that back. So we've got our chair, and all we're going to do with it is pop our leg on it, much like what we've done yesterday. So I'm going to put my foot on it, this time side on. So yesterday, my hip and pelvis and chest and the toes and my supporting foot were all facing forwards. This time today, I'm going to be side on. So this, I'll tilt this more so you can see my bottom foot. We're going to do it a couple of different ways here. So get the detail in. Okay. So we're going to be that way. You will notice that this wants to turn it a bit, but what we're going to try and do is keep this here. Okay. So that leg's, I don't know, maybe just over 45 degrees. We're going to push gently to begin with this foot down into the chair. We're going to hold that for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and just relax. Don't need to do anything, it's just a muscle release at this stage. Pushing it down again. So it's almost like I'm just squeezing my feet together. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And relax. Again, don't need to do anything. Pushing down again. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. Change size. I'll just turn this over the other side. So again, toes forwards, pushing down. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. So when you do that, you should just sort of feel like your hips relax a wee bit. Maybe in the beginning they're a bit, you maybe lean into a bit of an angle here, and your hips a bit tilted. But as that happens, you should be able to sort of flatten this out. So we'll push down again. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. One more time. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, relax. So my pelvis just dropped and went back to that more neutral position, tiny little bit each time. So that's just a little muscle release. We're going to do the same thing. You can go harder if you want now, because we've done that release. And what we're going to do after is we're going to do 10 seconds pushing down, and then we're going to try and hold it up for about 10 seconds. Don't need to hold it massively high. Try and keep this foot on the floor as forward as we can. You might find you need to turn it, but we're going to try and resist that. So again, you probably don't need to see my upper body because it's not really doing anything. I'll let you see my feet and you can focus on that. So basically what we're going to do is we're going to push down for 10, and I want you to lift for 10. Okay, I want you to try and resist leaning over. I want you to imagine there's a piece of string on the end of your foot and it's picking it up, rather than you leaning away to lever it up. A wee bit more of my upper body, and just so you can see what I mean. Okay, so feet are on it, pushing down a bit harder this time. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Right, here's the hard bit. Try and pick that up without leaning too much. Hold it up. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The other thing I should say is don't turn up this way, okay, because you're just going to fire up hip flexor, what we want to do is get those hip abductors. Pushing down again, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax it for a second. Okay, try and lift it. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. So you need to lean a wee bit, obviously, to counterbalance your leg. Pushing down, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, relax. Okay, let's get ready, lift it up again. Lift and lean into it. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. Oh. So what should happen is obviously when we push down, we're releasing the inner thigh muscle, and then when we lift up, we're engaging and strengthening this one, which should strengthen it, but also it should lengthen that one. There is obviously a counterbalance thing that as your leg comes up, you do need to lean a wee bit. So just do your best to fight against it, and do your best to lift it as high as you can. So once you get up and you kind of get your balance and you get that counterweight, then activate that outer hip muscle to try and pull up as best as you possibly can. It's not a particularly easy one, guys, so let's do your best with it. Okay, so pushing down, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. And get that relax going on. Let the hips sink, get square. Right, let's get ready, lift it up, and then lift 10, 9, 8, 7, keep lifting, 6, 5, 4, lift it, 3, 2, 1, and relax. Oh. Catch your breath. Okay, pushing down, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, relax. Okay, get ready, lifting it up, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, lift it, 4, 3, don't lean, 2, 1, and relax. Oh yeah, right, third one, final one, best one, here we go, pushing down, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, relax. Here we go, here comes the hard bit, lifting up, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. Oh yeah, that's brutal. Right, quick hip circle. Should be burning in those kind of bits there. That's your glute medius and glute minimus, your main hip abductors. So we need them to be nice and strong, help stabilize the pelvis, plus they lift the leg up a bit. And obviously if they're contracting, your adductors, the inner thigh muscles, have got to relax. So we're going to carry on with a wee bit more PNF. You guys are pretty comfortable with this, hopefully by now. So I'm just going to pop my chair here. So we're going to have our hands on the chair. We're going to have our legs either side. In fact, I might go this way. I might need to give up on that because I'm going to get too wide. I'll do the first one here. So we're going to squeeze together. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax, you should find it goes down. So I've maxed out because of the sofa. I'll do another one in a second in a different position. Squeezing together again, quite hard. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax. Still get a wee bit lower. And then squeezing again. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax. Let's sink. Brilliant. Come on out of it. So we're going to do sets of three sets at 10 seconds. So for me, I'm starting to get down to a level where the chair isn't really as necessary. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do my last couple of sets without that. If you want to try and do the same, by all means, go for it. So all we do for that is we're this way, we're hands on the floor. Or alternatively, get a smaller chair. Okay, so it could be a stool, could be your sofa, could be, you know, whatever you've got lying around that maybe just supports you a wee bit. My personal preference is to try and keep my body as upright as I can. Okay, rather than when you put your hands down, you tend to end up here. So we're actually at 90 degrees of hip flexion. I want to try and get some of my stretching with less hip flexion. There's still a bit there. It's probably, this was, you know, bolt upright was 0. There's probably about 20, 30 degrees there. So it's worth playing around that some of your stretching, if this is your legs and this is your back, some is here, but some of it's more upright. So find different apparatus and have a go. So I'm going to do this next one with a wee bit of bend over and probably with a wee bit of bend over, a wee bit straight, half and half a bit here. So squeezing in, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, relax. Squeezing again, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, relax. Squeezing again, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, relax. And come on out. Give yourself a wee bit of recovery. Oh yeah, boy, my legs there. I could barely lift them, they were dragging on the floor. If you're super comfy with that, you don't need to come out of it, but for me, that's me getting to tolerance. So I've got to come out of it. Getting ready, we'll go for this third and final one. Should have put that in there. So for this one, I'm going to use the floor. Get it out there, there we go. And squeeze in, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Squeezing again, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And squeeze again, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. Oh, you come when you're ready. Wow. Have a little shake off of that. Wow, cool. From here, let's just finish with a wee bit some more static development. We've done a wee bit PNF yesterday, so we don't want to do too much of it. So I'm just going to go out into that position, and I'm going to see how we go on. I might do a wee bit of reaching with this one, but I'm just going to sit into it for a wee second. Pretty intense when you do that stuff, but it should open you really quite nicely. So I'm going to encourage you, if you can, to try and get your hands out in front of you. Not like this, not that rounded back thing, like that. So try and up. You feel it in your hamstrings. You want to imagine your pelvis rolling forward, like if it's a basin or bucket of water, it's tipping water out the front, rather than it slouching back and you're pushing water out the back. Just get tall first. If you can go this way, imagine pushing off the floor to push you forward and into it. Then just hold that for a wee second. Fantastic. Close the legs for a wee minute. Let them relax off. We're going to go back into it. And what we're going to do is we're going to do some reaches. So sometimes it looks like a bounce. It's less of a bounce and more of a, you're using the muscles to pull you into that position. What I like to do is left, middle, right, middle, and just alternate between the three. There's different ways of doing it. You can just do alt at the side, alt at the front, then alt at the side, maybe 10, 20 reps or so. What I find with that is that, for me personally, it gets really overwhelming. So the first one's not bad. The next one I do is pretty horrible, and the third one, I probably don't get the same quality of repetitions as I did in the first one because it's just a bit overwhelming. So I basically just split the three directions and go between them. That way, as the quality of them diminishes, at least I've done some good ones all round. So, but if you want to just do like 20 to one side, 20 to the front, 20 to the other, by all means, give it a go and see how you get on. But for me, I find it way too uncomfortable. So get your legs out reasonably far. I'm still at like a 4, maybe a 5. If you're at 6, it's probably a bit far because once we start reaching into it, you're going to struggle. So basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to reach, I'm going to reach, and I'm going to reach. And that's, every time I go in the middle, I count 1. We're going to go for 20. So here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, and we hold. Take it a wee bit wider. Hold again. So you should find that after that, your legs will go out quite a decent amount. Get the breathing relaxed. Bring the legs in for a second. Let's shake it out a wee minute. Moving it around brings blood into the area as well. It's really good for them. It just gets you switching on muscles and switching off muscles. Cool. Let's go back into that position. Hopefully, we can start back pretty close to where we finished off. That's our goal. So see how you get on. You might not. Yeah, get out there. Okay, let's do the same thing again. Reach. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Again, bringing it in. Having a little stretch. Again, I hope you guys managed to get a little bit further. We're going to go for a third and final one. I don't know why we always do things in threes, but it seems to work. This is my little glute self-massage. I just roll onto the side and I rub my bum on the floor like that, and it just moves that glute tissue. I find it really nice just for freeing it off. I was talking a couple of days ago how sometimes the tissue gets kind of tacked down, so it's just a nice way to make sure it's all sliding and gliding. Just a little bit of movement through my hips and pelvis. Basically just, you know, wherever you're feeling a little bit of sort of residual stiffness and tightness at the minute, just free it all off. I might even go for a quick bit of quad stretch. Because we've just been contracting these muscles up the front of the thigh to pull us forward, no harm in giving them a little quick stretch out. And it just lets your kind of nervous system reset and relax between that pretty intense, the PNF stuff and then the static active. Makes your brain forget about that pain and discomfort just for a couple of minutes. We should now be able to go back into this and hopefully be pretty nice. This will be the final one for today. So let's have a little look at it. Let's all go as far as we possibly can. So there, that's probably about me. Right, so you get the same thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20 and hold. Try and take it a little bit wider. So I've got a pretty decent amount there. And then let's just hold again. So I like having my hands behind me to force my hips open. And then just relax when you're ready. Fantastic, guys. Hope you got a really nice wide stretch today. Let's see how he's all got on. Stay in that position if you want. I can see some of you are still chilling out there. Phil's enjoying it so much, I think he's taking a phone call. Good effort. That's what I like to see, is multitasking. So all these people that say, I don't have time, I might need to make a phone call, do some work, whatever. Multitask. You can definitely watch TV and stretch at the same time, stuff like that. So give that all a go, guys. How's everybody feeling today after that? You get wider? I think everybody's still muted. Let me just...
That was a good one today.
Yeah, you enjoy that, guys?
Excellent.
Good. You get wider?
Yeah, I reckon.
What I'm certainly finding is for the same amount of effort, I'm a wee bit wider. So my range of movement's increased, and it's probably getting a wee bit easier. What certainly wasn't for probably the first 30 to 45 days. I would say that I didn't get a lot of improvement, but the last 30 days, like this month, July, definitely easier to get into end range for me. Some of you guys that know me through the martial arts will probably go, oh, Graham's pretty flexible. Yeah, but you've no idea how long it takes me to get out there. So Nick is my martial arts instructor. And he'll tell you when I trained in London, I needed like 30 minutes, 30 minute warm up to get out. Now,
last finish when he was ready.
Yeah, he was done and I was just getting warmed up. So you know, it's this whole idea that we need to be able to get rid of that stiffness pretty quickly. This idea that you need to spend 30, 40 minutes mobilizing, which was me, just takes too long. So hopefully you guys are starting to feel that and see that. Yes? No? Yeah? Good?
I'd say last week has suddenly sort of kicked on for me.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah, I reckon I plateaued for quite a while there, but I feel good this week.
Good. And that's essentially what I was sort of saying there. Like, you might feel or find that for days or even weeks you don't make much progress, and then all of a sudden it'll all kind of come together. And that's no different to any other component of fitness. If you're going to the gym or running or cycling or whatever it is, there'll be periods where you're training, you're going, God, I'm just not getting much better. I'm not getting any stronger. I'm stuck at this weight or at this time for my 5K or my 10K or whatever. And then, you break through that plateau and, it takes you up to the next level. And that's absolutely what should happen. It's unrealistic that your performance or your improvements are just either on a steady curve upwards, or what people want is parabolic. They want it to go really steep, massive increase really quick. It's just not how the body works. But I think ultimately it's that consistency. It's that little bit often, much like loads of other things in life. That little bit often, it accumulates. I would say that the flexibility and strength and mobility is definitely an accumulative effect. You can probably, if you don't stretch very often, 30 days is probably going to make a difference on your base level. But if you're pretty flexible already, you might find that it's more marginal gain. That's good. It's good to see everybody's keeping up, and even though we get plateaus, breaking through them. Looking forward to carrying on with another 30 days. Somebody was joking yesterday that I'm going to take a day off on Friday because that's the 31st. No, I'm gonna stretch that day too, but maybe just an easier one. Right, Dennis, catch you later. So that's it for me for today. Last day tomorrow. I usually sort of try and do last day as like a test of like, where do we start, where do we finish. So I'm going to encourage you guys to take some measurements over the next day or two. So you've got a beginning, a middle, and an end point, so you can see some measurements. Obviously, there might be days where you're a bit more flexible and other days where you're not as much, but it gives you a wee bit of an idea. I know some people have been doing it weekly. Some people haven't done it at all. I done it at the very, very beginning of May. I haven't done it since. So it'll be interesting to see. I'm telling you guys to do it. I haven't done it myself. But have a little measure and post up your details. Let me know how you get on. Cool. Excellent. I'm going to have my Wednesday catch up with Nick and Phil if they're going to hang around for 5.
Hey.
Cool. Right, guys. That was excellent. I'll speak to you later. Cheers now. Bye. Bye.